Welcome to FIFA Saved My Life. Hope you're well today. Thank you very much for joining me today. We are on lockdown. So yeah, we've got coughs going on in the house. Not me. Well, kind of me. But not just me. And yeah, we're on lockdown. So yeah, what did I think to do? Well, first of all, I'm made for this, guys. I'm made for this. This is my life. I'm on lockdown 24/7 because I spend time home with depression. I spend an awful lot of time in isolation as it is, which isn't necessarily healthy, but isn't also bad as well, and it's the way it is. So I am kind of very good at this, so I'm here to help on the situation for anybody who needs to isolate. Now, first of all, I'm going to say, if you need to isolate, do it. Because there's a lot of people whose lives possibly depend on you isolating, because obviously we have, although you might only get mild symptoms, or you might even not even get real symptoms that show up, you could pass it on to someone who's vulnerable and sort of not able to combat the disease, and yeah, it could end up in a fatality. So it is serious stuff, guys. It's getting more serious by the day, as you could probably see when you watch the news. I'm not here to be political. I'm not going to give my views on whether the government's doing enough or when they should be acting and what they do. That's not for me to say. That's above my pay grade. What I am here to say is, if you need to self-isolate, do it. Yeah, FIFA's not a bad way to do it. Catch up on your FIFA, do some SBCs, etc. Now, what am I doing about this? Well, I've been putting off doing my shop for a little while. As people would know, I've been mentioning it for a few weeks now. Again, obviously, I've not had the greatest of time over the last few weeks. So again, one of the things that go is your motivation to do things, to finish your shop. Now, my shop isn't overly finished, but there will be a link below to launch this shop. But I did sit at home and think, how can I help people through this COVID-19 malarkey that's going on around the world and make it better? Well, I'm sat at home. What can I do? Play FIFA, like I said, do that? No, I can't. I can do something. So what I've done is I'm launching my shop today as we speak. Like I said, there will be a link below. And I'm going to launch a special t-shirt to start with. Now, the special t-shirt has the message, stay home and play FIFA. It's got a nice little design of a gamepad on it, and obviously in that gamepad has the logo of FIFA Saved My Life. Not making a big deal of it, but stay home, play FIFA. So the message is, if you have to self-isolate, stay home and play FIFA by all means, or whatever you want, but just a bit of fun, stay home, play FIFA. And I'm going to do these t-shirts. Now, normally I give 50% of my profits to charity, which I do for the videos. So my videos, if you're watching this video, you're watching any other video, you want to go back and watch the backlog video, and it's your first time, please do. Anytime you watch and Google pay me for the watching of videos and adverts and that, I give 50% of profits to charity. So I will give 50% of my profits to Mind, the charity, due to the fact that I have mental illness, I have depression, etc. So that's normal. But with this special t-shirt that I'm launching at Stay Home and Play FIFA, I'm going to give 100% of profits to charity. Now, that's not a big thing. It's not costing me anything to do. Teespring is the company that I'm using, and they make the t-shirt. I don't have to do anything. I don't have to buy anything in. It's not costing me anything, and it's very easy to do. But I've been putting it off for a while, and this seems as good a time as any, and a really good reason to do so. So this special t-shirt comes in many colours, as you can see below, and I will be giving 100% of profits. Percent of profits to the charities. Now, I've picked out some charities due to doing a bit of homework going through that all need money due to coronavirus. So there isn't actually a particular charity for coronavirus or NHS or something like that, although those guys are doing a wonderful job, and again, I thank you so much, and I'm sure everybody else does. You are, each and every one of you, a hero out there doing any sort of job in the NHS at this moment in time, or driving lorries to get places, etc., etc. There is a lot that people could not do if you guys didn't do it. So what charities am I looking at? Well, first of all, I'm going to do Age UK. I'm going to give a percentage to Age UK. or what I might do is, you know, depending on how fast these t-shirts sell, hopefully, then I will definitely be giving, you know, a profit from each t-shirt to one different charity each time. So Age UK is first one, for obvious reasons, one of the most vulnerable percentage of people in the UK and, you know, around the world, but obviously especially the UK as we're talking, coming from the UK, is elderly people. So this charity helps with, you know, sort of going there, seeing them, keeping regular contact, help any support, food, etc, etc. So as you can imagine, they do everything for Age UK. That is an amazing charity that needs our help due to coronavirus. We have another one called Beauty Banks. It's a charity for families in Britain, such serious poverty. So again, obviously they help donate things like hygiene products, be it toothbrushes, shampoo, sanitary products, etc, etc. So these guys help the poor. Now again, obviously there's a lot of people out there who have been made redundant, a lot of people who are again struggling financially, going to not make the rent, etc, and you know, they've got that worry. This charity helps with just a small token, but again, obviously that's something that you don't have to think about. So instead of food bank, obviously it's called Beauty Banks, and it does help with you know, personal hygiene, which is really important at this moment in time, due to the fact that one of the things that they keep on saying, which is quite right, is wash your hands. Nice clean hands, as you can see. So I've never been cleaner. So wash your hands. Again, beauty products are desperately needed. So that is another one I have picked. Mind clearly is a charity that I already support. So again, I will continue to support Mind, because obviously that will help people who are struggling with mental health, struggling to isolate, struggling to deal with being on their own if they are, etc, etc. So yeah, again, I've already said it, but Mind is definitely going to be there. We've got the Trussell Trust. The Trussell Trust, that's nice to say, isn't it? The Trussell Trust is a pledge to stop UK hunger. The charity has 1,200 food banks throughout the UK, and again, a bit like the Beauty Bank, is very similar in the fact that these guys will help feed people if they need food, rather than obviously the beauty products. So again, obviously there is going to be people struggling, and again, they're looking to give out food, so that would help massively, and is a really good one. We've got Action Homeless, guys. One of the things that people are forgetting about is the homeless people, and again, obviously these guys can't self-isolate, they can't, you know, do anything, and they're just as likely to get it as we are, if not more, because their immune system's going to be down. So again, these guys help the homeless people maybe look for places where they can self-isolate, help with food, help keep them strong, clean clothes, you know, gives them, you know, even just, you know, small foods, as in canned foods, sugars, teas, coffees, etc, etc, to keep them going. So Action Homeless is another one that will be helping. And last but not very least, Little Village, the London-based charity, which Meghan Markle and Prince Harry championed back when they were doing it, which gives good quality baby clothes, and basically needed throughout the coronavirus outbreak, because people have to spend their money on more essential things, you know, food, you know, milk, etc, etc. But obviously at the same time, these things give like nappies, wipes, toiletries towards children and babies. So again, obviously it's something, again, a bit like Beauty Bank and the Food Bank one, is you don't have to think about going out and getting those things. So again, that is why. So again, those are the charities. They will be listed below, and each one will have a thing on it. Again, I will be giving equally to all of them, but 100% of the t-shirt profit will be going to these charities. So there you go, guys. That is the little thing that I can do to help, as well as make videos for you guys, interact, have a bit of fun. If we're all locked away, hey, you know, make the use of it. You know, it's unprecedented. This is something that's never happened before, and yeah, it's how we deal with it is what's going to be remembered. So we can all go a bit mad, or we can all sit there and do something positive. So buy yourself a t-shirt, get yourself this amazing fashion icon t-shirt. It doesn't look bad, I designed it myself, so there you go. So yeah, get this t-shirt, help people. Again, if it goes well, I will bring out other stuff, and if you want other stuff, let me know down below. Let me know what you think of what's happening with it, and yeah, support the t-shirt. Tell people, share the video, share the YouTube video, share anything. If you're seeing me on Twitter or Facebook or anything, share it around. Get it, sort of going. Let's get some kindness going in this moment of madness. And for God's sake, let's just play FIFA and just chill out and get rid of this coronavirus, and we'll be together. There you go, guys. That's the launch of the shop. That's the launch of the t-shirt. Please help support us. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Take care of yourself, and if you can, find someone who can. Bye-bye.